The little door handles came out to greet me as I walked over. Anyway, I'm so excited. This is a Porsche Taycan. Taycan? Depends what part of the world you're in. Look, it doesn't matter. It is a far, in my opinion, much more desirable looking shape than basically any other electric car in the market. It's better to drive. I can't even explain. I only just drove it here. It's amazing. Let's have a little look around what you get on a Porsche Taycan before we go for a little spin in it, right? Right? Because I'm excited, lads. I'm excited beyond all belief. It's exciting stuff. You see, look at it. It's the attention to detail is what I really like. Look, the openness, the close. How do you just run your hand along here? Isn't that cool? This is from the future. This is the stuff from like Star Wars, Star Trek and things. That is super cool. That is an attention to detail that only Porsche does.
We all have a desire to create something that will show we were here and did something of value. To create something timeless.
Ferdinand Porsche was born in 1875. When he was a teen, he worked at his father's repair shop, going to university at night. In 1839, he produced a Porsche P1, also called the Erger Lonner. It was actually created to set a speed record, but considering it weighed 2 tons, it never went ahead. Now Porsche has returned to the electric car market, and the 4S is the latest version of the Porsche Taycan. It's a far cry from our little P1, but the Taycan has 530 horsepower and a 0 to 100 time of 4 seconds, and that's from a 79.2 kilowatt hour battery. One wonders what Ferdinand Porsche would have made of this car.
All of these electric cars are very quick off the mark. They just do such a fast job at moving you along. What's remarkable about this one is most electric cars feel like they're really heavy between the axles. That's because of all the batteries and the low down in the car, the push down on the suspension. So when the suspension hits a bump, you feel the weight of those batteries going every time, you know. But in this, you don't feel that. In this, you feel like you're just being pushed along by a rear wheel drive with an engine somewhere back there. That's what it feels like inside. And as a fact, there's a little display here in front of me telling me what power, where power is going to in the car at the moment. And most of it goes to the rear of this car anyway.
Porsche delivered just under 20,000 Taycan cars to customers worldwide in 2020. Taycan models currently account for 70% of all Porsche models sold in Norway. The electric sports car has already received almost 50 international awards, above all in its principal markets of Germany, USA, UK and China. You can see where this is going, right?
So on these small Wicklow roads is where the handling comes into it. Now I can select my drive here to be normal, sport, individual, sport plus, and if I want I can select range. Range allows me to go as far as the car will. It'll work very hard to make it go as far as it can, but I'm going to go for sport just because I can. Taycan. Whee! The feeling, the pressure on your face whenever you put your foot down is just so funny. I can't imagine what it's like to be a fighter pilot, but this is probably as close as I'm going to get on power ability. You know, it just feels like when you put your foot down, everything just starts to go backwards on you, and it's wild feeling, like wild to go woo up this hill here like it's nothing, you know.
While we're all happy with the progress of electric cars, they are coming at quite a cost. The Taycan starts at €89,961 and €106,000 for the 4S, and keeps going north of €200,000 with options, so this isn't a cheap car. Porsche is also investing in what it calls e-fuels, which is a fully renewable synthetic fuel to power both its current fleet of cars as well as being able to power the future of the company. This is the future, says Porsche, who reckon that the internal combustion engine will be around for a very long time to come. I'd love to know your thoughts on this. Please leave me a comment down below to let me know what you think of these e-fuels.
There's a big difference between the way this feels and the way the Tesla Model S feels. Really completely and totally different on the road, but also vitally build quality. The build quality of this is far superior to the way Tesla build their cars. It just is. I'm sorry, Tesla. I know that probably annoys some of the Tesla athletes out there, but seriously, the build quality of this is nothing short of awesome.
Porsche have thrown money in engineering at the Taycan range, but like any electric car, it still comes with limits. If you drive around in sport mode most of the time, with your foot mashing the go pedal, you'll soon empty that battery. In Ireland, we have a few Ionity chargers that can fill the Taycan back up within the hour, but using these chargers regularly comes at a considerable cost. To think that the original P1 was too heavy at 2 tons, and yet the Taycan weighs in at 2.3 tons. The same 79 kilowatt hour battery powers the 4S as the original Taycan, and both are on the J1 chassis. But the 4S gets another motor on the front axle which gives it more power. The boot is 366 litres, about the same as a Golf, and the frunk is only 81 litres. Adding the panoramic roof gives more headroom in the back.
The drive of the car is something that's just outstanding. I can't even begin to bring down just what it feels like to drive this car in any sort of anger, I suppose you could say. It's just an awesome car. But technicalities wise, okay, so there's a lot of touchscreens in here, which I don't like touchscreens. That's not my favorite thing. These kind of touchscreens that are all along here, you can change the radio and the media and all that sort of stuff. That all involves me taking my eyes off the road, and up here that's probably not a good idea because this road is notoriously very narrow for a start. And I want to bring it here because first of all, it's a great road to drive up here in Wicklow, but also because it's got some really weird bumps and cambers on it that are just odd. When you're driving on it, it's just an odd feeling all the time. Very recently I drove an Audi e-tron GT, which is the same underneath of this car, so the same gubbins, batteries, drivetrain, all that sort of stuff. But whatever it is that Porsche has done here, whatever it is that they've achieved by putting this car together, it's just not the same. It's just this is awesome. This is wild. Little tiny bridge here feels so wide. I'm afraid of hitting the side. Oh my god. I love it. This is awesome. Honest to God, this is amazing. I'm aware the electric car race is heating up, but what can I say? This is the pinnacle of what we can do with motor cars today. This is a full electric car. And I know there's such a long way to go in this fight. But when Porsche put their mind to it, this drives better than anything else on the market. And I'm talking about petrol cars as well. We're in there too, yeah? This is just a brilliant car. Brilliant. This does everything I wanted to do with an electric car and has all the futuristic things, even the boot opener, which is off down there. It just has, I can't explain it. Porsche has just done the magic of what Porsche does to a car. And I'm completely besotted with it. I love it. I'm going to drive it back to its owner now, but I'm going to cry. Slowly but surely, I'm going to cry. But sure, what can you do? Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, huh? Listen, if you like what you see here, please hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you aboard. I'm going to keep on driving this Porsche Taycan for a while yet. But thank you very much for joining me. You can find me on various social medias, including TikTok and Twitter and all the rest of them. I'd love to have you aboard with all the other social medias, but particularly here on YouTube is the way I actually want to be. So thank you very much for joining me, and until the next time, I'll see you on the far side of this electric bit. This is absolutely awesome.